In the world of classic British motoring, few names evoke as much nostalgia and charm as the Triumph TR3B. Produced in limited numbers during the final chapter of the TR3 series, the 1963 TR3B is a rare and beloved roadster, one that blends spirited driving with timeless style. When this example arrived at Gassman Automotive, it was ready for a complete transformation, a ground-up, no-compromise restoration to return it to its original glory. This restoration was not simply cosmetic. It began with a complete disassembly of the vehicle, leaving no bolt untouched. The body was removed from the chassis, and every panel was carefully examined. The skilled craftsmen at Gassman Automotive meticulously corrected every imperfection through precision metalwork, body alignment, and structural repairs. Once the body was made true, it was prepped and painted in a striking deep red finish, a color that both honors the original design and enhances its timeless appeal. The chassis and drivetrain were rebuilt with exacting detail. The TR3B's robust inline-4 engine was restored from top to bottom, cleaned, machined, and reassembled to perform like new. The transmission was inspected and rebuilt, the brakes fully overhauled, and the suspension system renewed to restore the car's lively, responsive feel on the road. Inside the cabin, every surface was refinished with quality materials and craftsmanship. From the newly upholstered seats to the fine detailing of the dashboard, gauges, and switchgear, the interior now reflects the car's 1960s heritage while offering a level of refinement that surpasses factory condition. The wiring was replaced, the chrome components polished or replated, and the finishing touches brought the TR3B back to life in every sense. Thanks to the unmatched expertise of Gassman Automotive, this 1963 Triumph TR3B is more than restored. It's reimagined, reborn, and ready for the next chapter in its journey. It stands today not only as a beautiful collector's piece, but as a tribute to British motoring and the art of true restoration.